The case of People of the Philippines versus Andrew Magdalena Pedro was not provisionally dismissed and civil aspect is not settled. Therefore, the court will proceed to conduct the preliminary conference.
Let's proceed to the marking of documentary evidence and request for admission. Prosecution. As our Exhibit A, Your Honor, the investigation report of Police Inspector John Argosino. Exhibit B, photographs of the garden of Andrew Magdalena Pedro. Exhibit C, photographs of the firearm and cases of cartridge. Exhibit D, resolution issued by the investigating prosecutor. And Exhibit E, affidavit of the private complainant, Your Honor. Attorney Joy Anganan, what do you say with the existing documents of the prosecutor and due execution? Yes, Your Honor. The documents presented by the prosecutor are admitted as to existence and due execution, but not as to the content of Exhibit B and Exhibit C, Your Honor. Any further manifestation, Defense Counsel? As to our part, Your Honor, Exhibit A, the license of Andrew Magdalena Pedro's firearm. Exhibit B, the sworn statement of Andrew Magdalena Pedro. Exhibit C, the counter affidavit of Andrew Magdalena Pedro. And Exhibit D, the photographs of Andrew Magdalena Pedro's own licensed firearm. Your Honor, we admit the existence of documents and due execution. However, we deny the contents of Exhibit A and Exhibit D.
Apply the principle, laying your cards on the table, meaning no other evidence will be allowed during the trial of the case. Therefore, both parties are advised to disclose all witnesses and evidence that they intend to present in order to prevent concealment and unfair surprise to any of the parties.
Thus, both parties have additional facts for stipulations or admissions. Prosecutor, may you request the counsel to stipulate on the territorial jurisdiction of the court? Yes, Your Honor. We admit that the subject incident occurred in the territorial jurisdiction of this honorable court. That is stipulation number 1. Thus, the defense counsel admits the identity of the accused Andrew Magdalena Pedro. Yes, Your Honor. We admit the identity of the accused. That is stipulation number 2. Thus, the defense counsel admits that the accused fired the firearm caliber 45. No, Your Honor. We do not admit that the accused fired the firearm caliber 45. That is stipulation number 3.
The judge shall use documentary evidence as source of additional admission.
Defense counsel, you may propose admissions and stipulations. Thus, the prosecution admits that the photographs of the garden of Andrew Magdalena Pedro was taken immediately after the issuance of the warrant. No, Your Honor. We do not admit that it was immediately taken. That is stipulation number 4. Thus, the prosecution admits that the firearm presented is the actual firearm of the accused used. No, Your Honor. We do not admit that it was the actual firearm used. Nothing further, Your Honor. Who are your witnesses, Prosecutor Kathleen Bolilla? Our witnesses is the complainant herself, Christine Carpio, the neighbor of Andrew Magdalena Pedro, the accused, Mrs. Lolita Bolilla, Your Honor. She will testify as to the person who also heard and witnessed Andrew Magdalena Pedro fired multiple gunshots in his garden, Your Honor. Defense counsel, our witness is the accused himself, Andrew Magdalena Pedro, and the person who issued the licensed firearm of Andrew Magdalena Pedro, Mr. Melvin Vidal, Your Honor. He will testify as to the validity of the evidence presented by the prosecutor, specifically the photograph of the firearm that was taken, Your Honor.
The court will attempt to reduce the number of witnesses by applying the most important witness rule, meaning if one or more witness will merely corroborate the testimony of another, one witness may be excluded.
The schedule of the trial and proceeds are as follows. On September 30, 2021, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., the complainant. On October 6, 2021, the neighbor of the accused and the private complainant, same time. On October 13, 2021, the accused from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And on October 20, 2021, the person who issued the licensed firearm of the accused, same time. Is everything clear? Alright, session is now adjourned.
The one-day examination of witness rule should be followed where testimony of the witness should be completed during the allotted hearing date. The hearing dates should be strictly followed. Postponements shall be deducted from parties' allotted time. Judge shall also set hearing dates for possible rebuttal or surrebuttal evidence. The judge shall remind the parties to be ready with oral offer of evidence on their last hearing date. Opposing party should be ready with objections or comments on the offer. If the witness is unable to testify on the scheduled hearing, his deposition should be taken prior to the said hearing. If there is a need to subpoena the witness, the parties may inform the court 15 days from today for the issuance of the subpoena.